Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome you back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Joining me today is...
Eva Pop-Tart.
And Higsby?
Welcome back, Higsby. What you missed, Bowser became huge, and then he made it to his castle.
And he's in his castle. Look, it's a guest, oh my!
So, last time we were on our way to Bowser's castle, now we're actually inside of Bowser's castle, and we can see this apparently isn't Bowser's castle anymore, at least not according to these Goombas' perspective. They didn't get phased at all at being burned alive. No, instead the entire castle just became a big theater. So, yeah, they won't listen to us. Also known as a way for you to have to retake your castle, Bowser. Okay, so, yeah, Fawful decided to turn this whole place into one big giant theater. I wonder if he sells the tickets on Ticketmaster.com. Come to Bowser's Castle! Actually, that explains why there's so much construction outside, because how else do you get to Bowser's Castle when there's so much fire and lava and brimstone in the way? You know what I mean? It's kind of dangerous to come out to a theater way out here. Like, unless you're like a paratrooper or a Boo or something that can fly over all the lava.
This is another case of extremely quick castle renovation.
Bowser's house became a theater. I'm surprised Bowser isn't even more peeved than he currently is. I mean, consider if Bowser turned his own castle into a theater, no Fawful involved, it would actually be a decent revenue stream, though. Interesting I bring that up. Like, at the beginning of the game, we learned that Bowser is a citizen of the Mushroom Kingdom, so consequently, like, he has to pay taxes. So if he ran his own theater, he would probably have to start paying business taxes, and Bowser just doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would actually pay taxes. Or maybe he kidnaps the princess as a means to avoid paying taxes. I don't know how that works, though.
He'd be one of those guys who, like, charges tax, but then doesn't claim all of it and pockets half of it. So... It always happens at conventions. You know that when someone charges you tax at, like, a convention, they're not claiming that. They're pocketing it, because half the vendors don't actually charge tax at all.
It's like how sometimes you buy something on Amazon.com and Amazon's like, yeah, we're charging you tax for this, and you just have to wonder, are you actually paying that tax, Amazon? Because you know they've gone so long without actually paying taxes. In any case, let's talk about taxes, because taxes are such a depressing topic. We just have to talk to a couple of the baddies walking around here for the theater door to open up, and look, everyone's getting ready in for the show. So, but if you ask me, there's kind of a little bit of flavor text around here, so why don't we walk around and check out some more of it. But everyone is brainwashed. You know, Fawful has to be some kind of a popular guy around here. The guy who got all the toads full of blorbs and all sick and everything like that, and now took over this castle. The only way I can justify it is that Fawful treats all of these guys way better than Bowser did. Better villain.
I want a Fawful keychain that makes a Fawful sound.
I do too. I could use a new keychain. My keychain used to have this little Yoshi figurine on it, but then that broke. So then I got a little Pinkie Pie figurine on it, and that broke too. What I'm trying to say is things break off my keychain too often. So, the Fawful might be a villain, but he is obviously kind of a popular villain, at least around here, and you have to wonder how much of that is due to hypnosis and how much of that is due to the fact that he just treats everyone better in his own Fawful-y way. Anyway, enough flavor text. Let's go ahead and get into the theater now. But first, let's save. It's important that we save right now. There we go. Let's go ahead and check our stats here. Not quite full HP. Interestingly enough, this game has an item called a star candy, which I picked up last part. That is actually a full heal to everything. They aren't too common though, so it's not in our interest to just use them blindly.
So in other words, it's going to be one of those items that we hoard until the end of the game and never use.
Yep.
Well, that's what I would do too. So I'm not knocking you. I agree.
Oh man, it's funny you put that on XP. I want to say when I played this game myself, I only used one in the final battle because it was more convenient to do that. Save it up for the last battle of the game, and I only used one. Oh, there's a save point here as well. What? I thought that went right into the theater. I didn't know it went into like an outside area of the theater. Darn it. Oh, well, I might as well save there as well and go ahead and check out some things here. And right there we have some fiery drumsticks. You see Bowser's healing items are regularly drumsticks, but like his better drumsticks are like spicy drumsticks, fiery drumsticks, Buffalo Wild Wing fire sticks, I don't know. Anyway, if we take a walk around the theater itself, first we ran into this giant switch we can't do a whole lot with. The door that we can't enter, and well, here's the actual theater proper. I like how there's a big gigantic audience here, just, I guess, waiting and sitting at their seats, waiting for the show to start. Hey, there's a pipe here. The pipe takes us down into the basement of Bowser's Castle, which is like a big gigantic area based on the number of rooms that we can't access, but there's kind of a problem. There's a statue in the way. It's a Bowser statue with Fawful goggly eyes, and like we can't get past it.
I find it ironic that Fawful just took all of Bowser's statues and just, put goggles on them and then made them his own.
It's like running through a museum and painting a mustache on all the portraits, I guess.
Just instead of a mustache, I guess it's Fawful goggly eyes. I suppose if it ends up being a Mario and Luigi game where somehow Fawful comes back and we get to play as him, which would probably be a really awesome idea if executed properly, instead of a stash stat or a horn stat, Fawful would have goggly eye stat. Oh, I'm giving you ideas, Alpha Dream. Anyway, there's kind of no seat for us at all here. This must have been what your audience felt like when you were playing Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door and your audience was full and no one else could get into your audience because there were no more seats anymore. And everyone was just begging, Mario, can you just get stronger so your audience gets bigger? So that we actually have a seat to sit at? Now you know how much you torment your audience if you play through Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door at a low level. You guys know that you can get through that game at a really low level, right?
Thousand Year Door?
Mm-hmm. Like the lowest level you can get through the whole game, you just barely make it to the very next stage, or the B rank stage by the end of the game, actually. Though in order to do that, you have to dodge all the enemies, fight only the mandatory boss battles, and of course get through all of them at a relatively low level too. It's
Dodging.
not easy.
Oh god, it's so cheap too. No damage, and then do 1 damage to them.
Yeah, I wish there would be something like a super guard in this game or another Mario game, just because it brings that element. Like if we could get through this battle, I'm almost there. If I just have to super guard 1 or 2 attacks, I did it. In this game, we just have our 2 dodge buttons when we were playing as Bowser, and of course Mario and Luigi's individual dodge button. And it works really well. And the battles are fast paced. Just having a counter would be pretty awesome too. The other option: do I risk it and go for the counter, or just go for the dodge? Anyway, this is the Fawful Show Hour. I guess I wasn't joking when I said he was a popular guy. Like he's not even putting up an act or telling any jokes. He's just like, "Hi, I am Fawful." Clap. I think this is more hypnosis than him being popular at this point. I think we were set up. I don't know about you, but this seems like something that I actually wanted to have happen.
Yeah, about time we get to punch this guy's face in.
And in a cage match, too.
I know, and it's gonna be freaking amazing. I wanted to punch him in last episode.
About darn time. There's so much build up to this battle with Midbus, and we finally get it. There we go. So here is Midbus. He is actually a boss battle that took me a couple of tries to get because, well, you'll see. Needless to say, I've kind of started a theme of going into Bowser boss battles and ending them furiously with a punch. And actually doing that in this battle was kind of difficult to do. But anyway, let's go ahead and show off the Shy Guy Squad, one of our new abilities there. The theme of this battle, actually, is that our excellent attacks will net us extra coins. Consequently, on the other hand, purposely getting hits, like me there, maybe that was accident on purpose, I couldn't tell you. If we get hits, Midbus gets excited, and, well, his audience gets excited, and food gets thrown onto the stage. That's actually kind of interesting that food gets thrown on the stage, because then we can use the vacuum block before Midbus can eat it and heal. Because if we actually leave it there, Midbus will actually literally eat the ham and heal himself, so, yeah. That looked like it really hurt. It's nice to know that we actually have a counter to that attack as opposed to the very start of the game when we couldn't do anything about it. But the idea is, in my case, since I'm trying to get Bowser in Fury, the fact that if I get hits, food gets thrown onto the stage and I can just vacuum that up kind of works in my favor. On the other hand, the previous boss battles just had dinky, stupid attacks that did little damage that I could get hit with, and those worked a lot better than what I had to go through on this battle here. But Fawful seems like the type to encourage gambling, if you ask me. That attack does a lot of damage. I really shouldn't have just... I should have honestly have countered that instead of purposely getting hit by it.
Well, you got a donut out of it, so... It only heals 10.
It only heals 10. But this here attack here, which you have to duck at just the right time to be able to dodge it, that attack is like the least dinky attack that he has... Midbus has, and it's like, oh man. But the different food items heal you and actually heals Midbus for different values as well. So you just kind of hope, in my case, with what I'm doing, that you get the, the better food items to drop. The other thing with this attack, you really should counter it, even if you're doing what I'm doing, because it can either flip you over like this, or even worse, it can actually make you dizzy as well, and that is not good at all. It's kind of annoying, as you'll see shortly here, actually. But, yeah, to get Bowser furious, you have to purposely just take a whole bunch of hits, and it's a whole lot nicer when you can take a whole bunch of small hits as opposed to bigger hits like this, because I'm just kind of standing there, taking hits and vacuuming back and forth. I think I could have actually finished this battle quicker if I hadn't gone with the Fury strategy. This is the one case where it doesn't make sense, but here, for whatever reason, one of Midbus's attacks is literally like blowing up into a balloon and letting you punch him a whole bunch, which I appreciate because we get to punch him back. But if you don't punch him fast enough and furiously enough like that, he'll actually like slam your head in and it does a lot of damage. His own punch. It's kind of nasty. And well, that's kind of what I was talking about. That's not good. You have to admit one thing.
This is gonna be good.
That chicken, oh my gosh, I healed Bowser way up right away. But the fact that I'm kind of just trading blows back and forth, that's kind of to the audience's benefit, because they're getting a battle where literally these two guys keep hammering each other. And about damn time you get angry, Bowser.
It's like a real wrestling match.
Back and forth, back and forth. The difference here is that now my attack power has doubled, so hooray! In regards to how much damage you take, actually, while you're in Fury, since it hasn't happened yet, it's not double, it's just more. This attack here was doing around 30 damage before, and now 33 damage? That was nowhere near as much as I thought it was going to do, actually. I'm like, what negative side effect does this status ailment have again? That was not that much more. There we go. But out of all the failed attempts I had at this battle, one of them was literally before I got the successful attempt. I accidentally finished off Midbus here. I was actually in the exact same situation I was in here. I did the Shy Guy attack, and then I ended up just finishing off Midbus with it, so I was like, no. It needs to end with a punch, you know? There we go, that's a whole lot better. But the other attempts, one attempt I just threw away because Bowser didn't get mad in time, and like he was low on HP twice, and I was just like, I'm throwing this one away. But this attempt is the successful attempt, so guess what? Baconality.